Hello everyone, welcome to NDI Defense Institute. So in this video, we are going to see the recently brewing issue with respect to India and Qatar. Yes. So recently, in fact, this issue is going for a long period of time. The arrest was made in the last year. So what I'm talking about, 8 former Indian Navy personnel has been arrested by the Qatari government that they have been spying for Israel. So these people have been arrested 1 year back, and recently, 20 days, 30 days before, they were given death sentence, because in Qatar the highest punishment for espionage, which means spying for against their country, is death sentence. So what happened? What led to the situation? What India is going to do? What are the options available for us? So that is what we are going to see in bird's view in this video. Let's go to the video. So this is our agenda with respect to this video. You can see what happened. First we are going to see then what is the reason for arrest, what was India's reaction, and what is the implication of arrest, what are the options available for India. So anything of this sort happened before, and then the way forward. Yes, so what actually happened? In August 2022, Qatar government has arrested 8 Indian nationals. They are actually the previous serving Indian Navy officers. It includes 3 captains, and the most important person includes Captain Navtej Singh Gill, Captain Birendra Kumar Verma, Captain Saurabh Vasisht, and then 4 commanders and 1 sailor. So total 8 people. They were working for a company, you can see, called Dahra. So in that company they have been working, so they will be training the people, and also they are helping them to make the Italian stealth submarine. These people has been accused that they are spying for Israel, and then they were arrested by the Qatari government. And the reason the Qatari government said is that, you can see, the charges related to breaching sensitive secrets. Since it is related to national security of Qatar and defense, these people have been arrested, and the arrest happened in August 2022. So what is the backstory behind it? So what is the reason of arrest? As I told, you can see this Dahra. This Dahra is a private entity which is involved in training the Qatari Navy personnel, and also which is involved in creating this stealth submarine for the Italian stealth submarine, which Italy is building for Qatar. Since these people are veterans, Navy veterans with service of more than 20 plus years, these people are they are being equipped there, and they were doing this training purposes, and that is how these people got arrested. So you can see in the picture, this is Captain Navtej Singh Gill and Captain Saurabh then Vasisht, and then you can see Birendra Kumar Verma. So these are the people, and the reason why I said is, you can see here, they are accused of spying for Israel. So the submarine that they are making is, you see, advanced Italian origin submarine. They say it as U212. It is a shorter version of submarine. This U212 is a miniature version stealth submarine, which means the detection of this submarine is very difficult, so that it can have a stealth capacity. And that is how these people got arrested, and total 8 people got arrested. And what is the reaction of India? So how the India reacted with respect to this? You can see the India has expressed a deep shock, and they were showing very deep concern, because not only they are Indian citizens, they are previous army veterans, Navy veterans who served for our country, and they are having around 20 plus years of experience. So that is why India has shown a deep shock. And also the Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Arindam Bakshi, he clearly said that we will take all kind of necessary action, and this issue has been put on the first priority as of now. And since the verdict that has been given, death sentence means capital punishment, to these people has been taken the first priority, and the MEA, Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Arindam Bakshi, he clearly told that the court which gave this sentence is actually the court of first instance. It is not the final court. Hence, they are trying to give consular action. They are trying to give consular, this kind of services, and also they are planning to talk to the diplomatic level with ministers as also diplomats. So that is how India responded with respect to this issue. And what is the implication of this arrest? In fact, comparing to the past historical thing, this event is actually the first such event which caused strain between both India as well as Qatar. And no such major diplomatic strain and all happened before. This is just a small scuffle, and this can be sorted out if India engage in a very diplomatic manner. And why this is a cause of concern as of now, in the sense, you can see the Qatar has one of the largest immigrants for India, because the Indians diaspora who settled there, they are one of the highest remittance center back to India. You can say around 7 lakh people, so Indians are settled there in Qatar, which is a very small country there. And also, one of the highest remittances coming from Qatar. We can see the estimates say, according to the finance ministry estimates, the actual remittances sent by Qatar Indians, the Indians who are staying in the Qatar, is actually 750 million dollars worth of remittances the Indians are sending from Qatar. And also, Qatar is an important strategic partner and also economic partner. Sir, what is the economic partner? We all know, because of the climatic change and the shifting to the low carbon energy systems, India is planning to do away with the fossil fuels, and they are going for renewable sources. For that, we are getting LNG, liquefied natural gas from Qatar. This liquefied natural gas, Qatar is literally the total exports between India and Qatar. Out of that, 50% of the exports is from LNG, which means out of total $16 billion of export, the trade relations between India and Qatar, $8 billion is related to this liquefied natural gas. And most of the industries are actually shifting for this natural gases for go green kind of initiative. So this is shown as a cause of concern. And also, already India and Qatar is having a good relationship. Many political analysts feel that this may create a cause of concern for the India and Qatar friendly relationship. So what are the options available for India? How India is going to take it forward? So see here, the very first thing is diplomatic options, because since Qatar and India are having friendly relations in the past also, India can leverage this position, and with the diplomatic level talks and also with ministerial level talks, we can sort out this issue. And for the first instance, what India did is, India provided consular access, which means legal help for the people who got arrested there. And even before that, while parallelly this is happening, another thing that has to happen is what? The diplomatic relations, the diplomatic privilege and the diplomatic talks between these two countries. Only that can solve the issue. And also, India can create a peer pressure. Peer pressure means from the neighbors. So the Qatar is having good relationship with Kuwait and also Saudi Arabia. India and Saudi Arabia has become strategic partners. Even recently after G20, India and Saudi Arabia even signed this West Coast Refinery project. So hence, India and Saudi Arabia is getting closer together, using Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia is a common friend for both Qatar as well as India. Using Saudi Arabia, we can have a leverage, and not only Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, and also other countries, we can get the help of other countries, and we can morally put a pressure. And also we can take the help of UNO, we can take the help of USA, Russia, all are having friendly relations with India. We can put a moral pressure on Qatar to do something about it. And also you can see bilateral negotiations at ministerial level can definitely help. And also legal. So sir, what if none of these options are useful? What if none of this option doesn't bite the bullet? So the only way to approach is to going for ICJ, or International Court of Justice. So what is this ICJ? This International Court of Justice is called as World Court, which is under the United Nations Organization. So any disputes or legal disputes or advisory opinions, boundary disputes, or this kind of people arrest and all, if that is happening, the countries can go and file the case in the International Court of Justice, and they can get a proper remedy out of it. And this will be the last resort, because if you go for ICJ, it clearly shows that those two countries does not have a good friendly relationship. So this ICJ should be the last resort, and I hope our Indian government have a good diplomatic channel, and they can try multiple ways to sort out this issue without going to the International Court of Justice. If still India opts for this International Court of Justice, then it means that the relation between Qatar and India is at a low level. So is it the first instance where India went and filed the case in the International Court of Justice? No. Already we have did many times. Many countries filed case against us, and also India one time went for ICJ. You can see a person here. So he is none other than Kulbhushan Jadhav. It is a famous Kulbhushan Jadhav case. So you can see this Kulbhushan Jadhav, he was arrested around 2016 to 17 in Pakistan. He is a former retired lieutenant in Indian Navy. He settled there for some business thing, and he was arrested again and alleged that he is spying for India. And when this is communicated to India, India clearly rejected the claim that it has nothing to do with it. So he was put into trial, and the Pakistan's highest court has given death penalty, because even in Pakistan, the highest punishment given to espionage or spying is nothing but death penalty. And because of that, India went to the ICJ, International Court of Justice, and appealed and said that the Pakistan has violated Vienna Convention or consular relations. Vienna Convention on consular relation. This is a convention signed by most of the countries, 1963, not only India, most of the countries including Pakistan, which means if any other country national is got stuck in your country with and facing legal issue, you have to provide them with access to legal help, which means you have to provide them with a lawyer, because there they will be defenseless, there they will be helpless. So India cited that Pakistan has violated this Vienna Convention on consular access, and then the ICJ stopped the verdict, and the International Court of Justice has ordered the Pakistan to provide them with legal help. So now, even now this case is going on. As of now, this Kulbhushan Jadhav is there in Pakistan. Same for espionage charges. But the thing is, the India-Pakistan relation has been in loggerheads for a long years of time. But the India and Qatar relationship is not like that. We have a good relation, and we have a good mandate with each other. And both of the countries need each other in their world affairs. So we can see this will not turn ugly like how it turned for Kulbhushan Jadhav case. And also you can see many other cases, rights of passage over Indian territory, again between India and Pakistan, where Pakistan went to the International Court of Justice, and jurisdiction of ICOA again between India and Pakistan, and trial of Pakistan of prisoners of war, and this right of passage over Indian territory, it also happened between India and Portuguese. So a lot of these cases happen, and even a small country called Marshall Island, they also filed a case against India, US and all the nuclear countries, because they have tested nuclear weapons. But that case went nowhere, but still. So these are the previous instances where India has approached the ICJ, or India has called to the ICJ. So hope things will not turn this way, because this way it shows clearly that the countries does not have a friendly ties. So what is the way forward? How we can able to manage it? So the way forward is we have to be given all sorts of help to these people who got stuck there. And also the families of these people, they have appealed for mercy petition to the Emir of Qatar. So Qatar is a monarch, which means it is headed by a king. So the highest topmost person in the Qatar, the monarch, is Emir of Qatar. So this Emir of Qatar, they have wrote the mercy petition or for pardoning. Generally, the tradition in Qatar is that for Ramadan and also for their national day, which is going to happen in December 18, they will be pardoning people, which means they will be completely setting free the people who are having death sentence and also any other sentence. So hopefully, the Emir of Qatar will be pardoning the people. And it may be a possibility, or else our spokesperson, the Minister of External Affairs spokesperson, Arindam Bakshi, he clearly mentioned this is just a court of first instance, this is not the last resort. So whatever the options we could try, and we will try to solve it. And yes, this is a challenge for Indian diplomacy. If India can able to pull it through effectively, then this can show the whole world that India is capable, and India is strong enough that it can use both smart power, that is the blend of soft power as well as hard power. So Ministry of External Affairs clearly says India is a smart power. So we are yet to see, we are going to see how India is going to prove it in the world arena. And if India does this right, then the image of India will further go high, and we can see it in the upcoming days. And by doing this, we can also continue the diplomatic and friendly ties we already have with Qatar. Yes. So this is how we can start. In the upcoming days, we can see how this goes. So thank you for watching this video. For more of this content, you can see our YouTube channel, and also for more of the other related information, quiz and all the related information for defense exams, you can log on to our website www.nationaldefenseinstitute.in. Thank you. Jai Hind.